Alright, good morning. We are live. Oh, actually, I forgot to change this. Audio off. Okay. So, it's Tuesday. We had a 3-day weekend this weekend. Yesterday was Labor Day. So, I hope everyone had a nice long weekend. And I'm going to get a watch list built out real quick. Looking at the stocks from yesterday, or Friday rather. It doesn't look like any of them have sustained any momentum going into today. Yeah. There's BAF, the one that I did well out on Friday. Down pretty big chunk there. So yeah, it looks like all these are down. PXMD. So it's some pretty nice recent IPO momentum, but they all have sold off pretty good since then. Since Friday. So I'll get rid of all these. Okay. No, it's alright. So yeah, I'll get rid of all these and start fresh. Looking at the scanner today. Looks like we've got quite a few things on the gap scan, honestly. Hey, my water. Okay. ONVO. Ruby. I'll take a look at all of these in just a second. I'm just gonna throw them all on the list for the time being. FWBI up 17%, and I think that's everything that I'm interested in for right now. I'm gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna put this over here. So FWBI, it's up 17% right now. Kind of looks like it's on the backside of the move to me. Doesn't look like there's any good news on it. Ruby, this one's a little bit more cheap. I don't really like how this price action looks. I can already tell it's a little funky. Yeah, super light volume, and it's, like I said, a little bit cheaper. And again, I don't see any news on this one. Sometimes the news on Weeble can be a bit unreliable, though. That's the only thing. That is the only thing. ONVO. Wow, we have $5 off at the close on Friday. But same kind of deal with this. Kind of look like we're on the backside of this move. I'll under VWAP by a pretty good amount. Off of highs, off pretty good amount. So we'll see about that one. ICE. This one looks pretty decent right now, actually. It's starting to curl back up. It's through VWAP. Looks like it's holding pretty strong above VWAP. Get some lines mapped out on this one real quick. High there at 1431. Good pivot there. I don't know if I want to mark these wicks. I'm not sure what. These just look like some weird algo wicks. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I'll stick a line there. Ecom. What's the deal with this one? Oh, it's a takeover offer. Okay. So I probably won't end up trading this one then. We'll keep it on the list for now, though, just in case. And HYRE. From a chart perspective, I'd say this one probably looks the best out of the pre-market movers. It's been a good leg up and kind of just consolidated and held in this range here. We're above VWAP going to the open. News on this. Hypercar searches. After received 100 million in revolving line of credit from their previous global investment bank. Okay, so I guess that's all it is. Okay. So I guess it's a headline. Doesn't seem like a great headline. This one's a little bit more cheap too. I'll draw out some levels here from pre-market real quickly. As per procedure. Okay. And I don't believe there's anything else, at least for the time being, that I'm going to be interested in watching going into the open. They still haven't fixed this. Good lord. Man, that's bogus. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Just looking at the indices right now. Looks like we're slightly gapped up from the big sell-off on Friday by maybe just a couple of points. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. So SPY and Q's, it looks like it's about the same thing here, yeah. So we're putting in, I mean, maybe, no, I guess it pretty much retraced now, so we're going to be opening flat. We got about 2.5 minutes till market open. So I'm probably going to look to, I'll have this one on watch. Also HYRE. Actually, HYRE looks like it's about to break out before the market opens. It's trying to. So gonna just look to stay patient, stay disciplined, stay relaxed. Look for setups. Don't overtrade. And that's pretty much that. Mainly just the patience, the willingness to wait for a good setup, and the ability to not, to have the patience to not overtrade. And also just staying mentally, centered and relaxed, not getting too emotional, whether it's winning or losing. That's my goal for today. So coming on in the new month, I'm pretty much flat on the month. We've had 2 trading days of September, and I was down 215 the first day and recovered. I was just under 200. I was like 193 on Friday. So right on the month by a small margin now, but not letting that affect the trades that I take today, obviously. So we got about 30 seconds till open. So trade smart, stay patient, trade A quality setups. Focus on the execution. It's my goal. So I will put, what was the one? It wasn't Ruby, was it? No. No, it was no, I see. Yeah. Put that one over here. And there's the open. We're just a cent off highs right now in HYRE. Something I forgot to check real quickly is I'm gonna leave this one for the first couple minutes. I don't think I'm gonna trade the first minute of the day today. HYRE. It's about a 19 million float. So a trade that I like taking sometimes, is actually the trade that I got red on Thursday and green on Friday. Is except the difference was, and I'm starting to recognize a pattern with that. Is on the opening candle, or a couple minutes after our after market open, when we're having the most volume. Trying for once the stock breaks out, say like in this case, this broke out to past highs by 4 cents to 47. We pulled back, and then I would usually like trying to test this previous resistance level. So if it pulled back in here, or if maybe it was a whole set support, like maybe 40, but in this case it's 42, I would try to buy back in and see if the bids will hold up at that level. But I've been recognizing that it seems like that does not work very well off of the open. At least right now in this market, it's not very hot. So maybe I'll have to wait around for market sentiment to start shifting a little bit for that to be actually a trade that I take off the open. So it's pulling back a bit here now. Same deal with ISEE. Looking at my big watch lists over here. The general, it kind of looks like everything is pretty red today. More red than green on the watch lists. FWBI. Decent red to green here. It's above VWAP now. But man, this thing has a long ways to go before I really feel like it's not on the backside of the move. FWBI. Looking at this on the 5 minute here. See, we made a run up to the +3 deviation, almost +4. This is why I gotta keep the VWAP here. I do not trust Weeble's VWAP these days, because it makes a huge adjustment off of the open, which is weird. So it's now reflecting the view up at 348 when in reality, if I know this is accurate, is at 398. So it's like 15 cents difference. 384 to. So that's a little weird. Excuse me. Looks like we have a couple things on the halt scans right away. I'll take a look at those just to see if they're worth trading at all. That one's halted to the downside, as is that one. And this one is halted had 700 shares of volume, so no trade there for sure. So let's just real quickly look at everything else from the list. Ruby, there's no volume on this one. I mean, there's some, but none coming in right now. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. ONVO. Yeah, I don't like this one right now. Like I said, it's got a ways to go. I would really like to see it maybe over. Yeah, if it gets over $3 over this pivot level here, I would be interested in trading it. But for the time being, I'm not. ISEE. This one's curling back up now after we had a bit of a flush off the open. Man, I've got something in my throat. I woke up and it's like a tickle. I don't feel like I'm getting sick, but there's a potential buy there at 13. That's kind of the trade that I'm talking about right there. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah, it's going to be a nice trade. Where we broke up over this little resistance here at 13 to about 20s, pulled back into 13, and that whole dollar held and then moved up from there. And that's a trade that I like taking. So, oh man, with this one, start with that many. So this thing's looking fairly strong here right now. Oh, I should look at the float. I have not checked the float on this one. SEE. Okay, it's a bigger float. 115 million. But it's still moving pretty nicely here. First pre-market level is right here at 1406. So that candle is going to retrace all the way back down. Give up all those gains. It's going to close as a doji, or kind of a topping green wick, rather. Is going to be the same case as here, where we have this similar looking candle, and then we start to fade off for a bit, or consolidate. 5% short float on this one. So I might wait for this to go sideways for a bit here, see if we can, and then I'll look for first candle like a new high if it gives it to us, if it looks nice. Highs up there at 86. Good morning, Broccoli. Hope you had a nice long weekend. Currently looking at ISEE. This one's up pretty close to the pre-market highs. We're up 45% on the day. Looks pretty decent. No trades yet for me. No, just I'm still trading on Webull. I've always got TOS up on my monitor to my right. I'm just trying it on one of the charts here on the 5 minute. Same as I was doing on Friday with the standard deviation levels, just to see if that will give me a little bit, just to see if it'll give me a little bit of a different perspective when looking at stocks, or maybe be able to recognize if something's extended or has some potential, or just to see if I get a little bit more versed with it. Okay, gotcha. So pulling back here to 50s. So charting, this looks pretty decent here right now. First 1 minute candle making new high would be at 50, actually 91. If we can claim 80 on the bid and seem to hold that, I'll be a buyer. That's a big dip there. Looks like everything else from the watch list has sold off, and the volume's kind of dried up. So except for ISEE. So just holding tight for right now, waiting for something to set up. This could potentially be a trade here off these lows for the potential curl back up. Um, I don't think I'm going to take a stab at it right here. 38 is candle making a new high here. Yeah, so it looks like this is the main one what we got for right now. FWBI, this one could be worth considering here, but I can't remember which was this one. Yeah, so this actually doesn't look bad here. I'm going to draw a couple lines on it. Some resistance from pre-market. Okay. So let's see if that one can make it. If it gets close to this line here at 30, I'll look for trades. ATGX. Click this one, halted again. Come on now. Oh, that's why I'm typing it wrong. AT, not GX, XG. Yeah, except this time it's halted down. Yeah. I'm not going to be trading that one. So we got volume at about 10 cents lower than current price. So it's kind of its last hope for support right here. SHPH, that's one's on my list today. I'll add that. Oh, and this one's actually halted up here now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about ISEE either. If we can consolidate above VWAP here and start to curl back up, I might look for it over. I'm not so sure. Maybe 1340s. Yeah, definitely we have these 3 pivot levels I have marked out here, so I'll be looking to take trades if we can get up towards those levels, but until then, I'm not too sure. I do want to watch SHPH on resumption, though. It looks like this one halted at 46, no, 45, so it'll be 30 and 27 seconds if it's a 5-minute halt. Can't remember if there was news on this one. They announced closing of their initial public offering. Okay. So yeah, this was another recent IPO as of 31st of last month. SHPH. Oh, that's right. This was one of those. It was a really strong, wild IPO the first few days here. So I don't know. It looks like this one, the price action is a little funky, and yeah, it halts a lot. So this one halted up here at 20,000 shares of volume. And this is, yeah, I'm now realizing that the volume is really light on this. It did can't bounce again. Yeah, that's exactly right. So I'll watch on resumption. I don't think there's anything else right now I'd rather be keeping my attention on, except for maybe ISEE, but I'll give that one some time yet. If I do take any trades on it, I'll take real small size, but mainly like to just watch and see on these ones. Yeah, we sold off from 35 to 11 on Friday. So, I mean, yeah, it might be worth looking at for a decent reversal because it's got a lot of room, theoretically, but Yeah, I don't like it on this light of volume. Just thing is like some of those IPOs that go from whatever it is 510 to 100 on just numerous halts. It's like I don't know if I'll ever really be able to capitalize on those moves because I don't really know how to trade through. Like for example, can't really get over to it. I don't know what's going on there. On this day, like how do you trade? How do you trade this? How do you manage risk? Trying to trade this. Granted, it went from 20 to 84. You know, it's like 400% ridiculousness, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's a fair point. So just looking at it with a different approach. Oh, come on. Yeah, so just not looking at it. That's actually a good point. That's something that I should try to keep in my mind more often is recognizing what the type of stock is and then yeah, looking for. So yeah, like in this case, like you said, um still try to get dead cat bounce but not like a gapper for high day breakouts. Yeah. So that's exactly right. Resumption should be right now. I'm just gonna kind of watch and see. Yeah, it's a fair point. And HPCO, it's kind of the same thing. I was trying a similar setup to what I would be trying on a high, like a gapping momentum stock. So it's a very fair point. Yes, this is just very light volume here. As HPCO, yeah, very much similar. Oh wow, that dip got bought up really nicely from 1518. Looks pretty strong, and it's about to go into another halt. That's maybe not. Oh man, I'm tempted right now to try this thing. You have any trades in the day yet? None for me. Just sitting tight right now. ISEE is right on the VWAP here now. Um, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's right. You said you weren't going to be taking those, like micro scalps anymore. Yeah, this thing does not trade very smooth. What a bad break of the first candle making new high there. But watch it go anyway. So it looks like off the open, the indices have started to sell off. Yeah, we're down 0.6% on the Qs, 0.4 on the SPY. Yeah, so definitely no trades on SHPH. Here's FWBI. Oh, this one actually made a move towards high of day, and I did not. I don't think I saw that. FWBI. Oops. The only thing I don't like about having two separate charts here is I had to change the ticker on the 1 minute, for the 1 minute and the 5 minute, since they're not linked because they're different platforms. It's not that big of a deal, but just kind of a mild inconvenience if I'm trying to switch to a stock real quick. Candle making new high would be at 34. There's 35. It's a bit of a false break there. ISEE is below view up now. Well, some limited opportunity today. Nothing super obvious right now to trade. SHPH just made new highs there. I mean, the chart looks pretty decent on this one. We're starting to get more volume. But man, this thing could drop 50 cents to a dollar very quickly. I mean, it has already. Actually, it's dropped $1.50 in one candle. It also went up $2 in one candle. So there's pretty good range. But a little bit trickier to manage risk on a stock like this. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't really have a good perspective on longer hold trades because I've very much been just kind of dialed into quick scalps for kind of the last year really since I started trading. Yeah, some coffee break time, agreed. Though myself, I'm not much of a coffee drinker. Drink it once in a great while, but doesn't do it for me. I have a glass of green tea if I'm really feeling like I need a little caffeine pick me up or something. Yeah, I prefer the quick scalps, definitely. I feel like I have patience overall when it comes to trading and the fact that I'm not expecting success and quickly by any means, but I don't have particularly great patience to trade longer duration trades. And that's just something that I've found. Maybe it's just a personality trait or what, but Yeah, when I first got into it, I did more of the swing trade style, kind of longer holds, inter-day trades, or maybe a couple day trades. But I quickly gravitated to the scalp style. Only one cup a day. That's good. I know there's some people that drink like three, 4 cups of coffee a day, and then comes a day that they don't have any coffee and they get headaches and withdrawals. It's like, yeah, that's probably not good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I basically feel the same way. I like on the scalps that it's either I'm right or I'm wrong, basically when I'm entering the trade. So it's either like I'm right and it ends up being green, great, and I get out, or if I enter and it doesn't look like it's gonna go my way and I quick get out and maybe it's red, then it is what it is. I was wrong, but I can quickly move on and find another trade. So let's look for something out here to potentially take a trade on. Still a no trade day for me. Day for me so far. It's a half hour into the day. 9 o'clock Central Time now. Um, FWBI. If we can get over 35, but I'd like to see more volume on this. Seems like volume is kind of dried up, and we don't really have a lot in this leg up here. Doesn't seem like there's going to be enough volume to really carry that thing up high, but we'll see if more comes in. Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't really know. There's nothing super obvious right now to find a trade. Or I should say, not an obvious stock right now to find a trade on. Let's forget to load this thing up. The Discord. Someone said nice break on Ruby. I'm guessing that's sarcasm. So ISEE, this one seems like when it gets moving, it has the most volume, and it moves decent, but it seems like it's a little more thickly traded, and I know it's a higher float. There's 1350 almost there as a high, 48. So if this thing starts to ramp up here, I'll look to maybe take an entry sooner than later. Oh man, the markets are tumbling. Yeah. SPY is down point 0.3 or 0.73, I should say, and the Qs are now down a percent, 1.15%. Oh yeah, SHPH. Man, is this gonna be the one for today that's actually gonna present some opportunity? Volume on this was 136,000 shares. Okay, I'll watch on resumption, but again, I'm not super confident on it. SHPH to 100, someone saying. We'll see about that. So what was the trade on this? Maybe there was a trade. Entry over 13 here. I mean, it's not much of a setup though. Maybe over this pivot at 1338. 1850. Yeah. I guess I've had it. Yeah, it's a good look because we've got this pivot right here from the previous highs, and I think that is, yeah, right at 50s. Yeah, so we'll see where this. No, I know what you mean. Um, yeah, we'll see where this thing opens. If it opens higher and yeah, and it pulls back to about like what you just said, the 70s, 80s, that would be a nice entry. I'm just a little sketched out on this stock. But granted, there's going to be more eyes on it here now than there was on this resumption here. I'll keep ISEE on this chart for right now because I feel like this thing could still be pretty strong. So resumption on this looks like it'll be at 38 and 18 seconds. If it is indeed a 5-minute halt. Sun's starting to come out now. September is like my favorite month for weather. Yeah, here's ISEE. It's going to break over 1350. Maybe not. Yeah, if they can get over 50 right here, might very well be headed to high of day. Well, maybe not high of day, but we'll see. Resumption on this looks like it's going to be in about 40 seconds. Yeah, so we'll look for the dip and rip on this. If it gets below 50s here, I'm definitely gonna cut it if I do enter a trade, but we'll see. Oh, that's messed up. Really, we're gonna lag on this resumption? Come on. Yikes. Yeah, this thing's just a bit whippy. I mean, it just whipped from 1780s to 1850 or 1840 back down. Yeah, this one's just tricky here. Yeah, the pullback was a little bit too big. ISEE kind of did a little quadruple top here at 50. I don't think it got over 50. No, there's high 50 there, high 50 there, high 49, high 49. So if we can get over 50, I'll look for an entry, but yeah, we'll see. Still no trade today. It's been 40 minutes since the market opened, but ooh, that looks pretty good on ISEE. Let me look at this one real quick. Really nice buy off that. That dip got bought up really nice off VWAP there. We got over high 56 on that candle. But it didn't break as nicely as I was thinking it was going to. But I guess we did just move from 13 to up to 1350 in that one candle. Yeah, it's back over 50 and it's back under 50. It's back over and it's back under. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Real quick, I'll look at everything else. FWBI looks decent if we can get over 335. We have all this resistance right here. Ruby's below VWAP. I'm not interested. Not interested in that one. Yeah, this one there's like no volume on. And this one's also dried up a bit and it's below VWAP. So, definitely going to be watching ISEE. Oh, wow. And there goes SHPH. Man. And there goes ISEE. Man, it seems like trying to look away from this thing, it makes a move. It's 1360s. So I have a question, and I don't know if you have any idea what the answer is, but what does it mean? The news on this was that they were delisting. No. Where'd it go here? Oh, I'm looking at ISE. I'm looking at the wrong one. SHPH. So yeah, what do you know? Have any idea what this means? That they're announcing the closing of an initial public offering? I don't know if I've ever seen that before, and I have no idea what that means. A closing of their initial public offering. Like, doesn't it don't doesn't a stock debut with a certain amount of shares? So I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know what this means. I can always look it up too, but I was just curious if you had a quick answer. the chances of investors to get in it. Yeah, maybe that could be. Still no trades on the day. ISEE is also easy to borrow. So definitely going to keep that in mind. Yeah, this stock has kind of been a bit annoying here. I don't know. The action just has been strange. It's like, man, is really SHPH the one to watch? We had high of 2150 there almost, 2149. Still lighter volume. And granted, it's increased from when it first halted. But, man. Ugh. It's like I look at SHPH, and then I want to be looking at this one. I look at this one, and then SHPH makes a move. There's highs. There's 14. Try the dip at 14. That's going to hold. No. So it was worth a shot there at the whole dollar. Yeah, man, like this thing is just. I don't know. It's at 14 again. 1407. Pull back to 14. It's holding so far. And so that time the whole dollar, that retest works. Not really though. It only gave about 10 cents, 15 cents. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of how this thing is trading. A lot of like false breakouts and I don't know, it seems like a lot of confusion. Maybe that's just on my end. I was potentially a bit too hasty with this entry because we had just came up to 416 and we were like just a couple cents off this resistance and we pulled off of it. So looking at in hindsight, it was a bit of a double top there. That was then buying into the pullback off of a double top, which is not what I want to be doing. Not exactly a double top, but it's close. Oh, hey, Angie. It's good to see you in chat. It's nice to hear from you. Oh, yeah, I love September weather. Love the cool, crisp air. Yeah, hopefully no snow. I wasn't thinking about it, but you had to mention it. Hopefully it still holds off for a while. Looks like NUTX is on the scans here. I don't know. Winter morning air is so fresh. Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, I'm sure you're no stranger to snow living in in Canada. And yeah, I'm in Wisconsin, so I'm also no stranger to some snow. So looking for trades right now. Looking at the watch list, it looks like FWBI is sold off of VWAP. Ruby, not interested. INVO, not interested. I'll keep this one on watch, ISEE. If we can start to curl back up, I might look for a candle making new high towards these resistance levels, but I don't know. This thing seems like it hasn't been very smooth. The action has been kind of teasy to both sides. To both, seems like it's been trapping longs, it's been trapping shorts. That's just kind of my perspective on it, but I'm not sure. Ecom not interested, and HYRE not interested. So yeah, I guess I'll keep this one on watch here. Looks like the indices are still selling off a bit now. SPY making another leg down. So patience is the name of the game sometimes. That's exactly the game that I'm playing right now. She's like, why did this level get bought up here? It is interesting to me how this thing's trading. First candle making you high would be over 85 here. Looking at the scans, it doesn't look like much is up there right now. Besides basically the ones that I've already got on watch. And again with that kind of terrible break. We have resistance at flat top at 85, and it goes to 87, and then pulls back right below to 80. Like this thing does just not feel smooth at all. There's a break. There's 95. There's 14. So it ended up breaking here. It broke 85 by 2 cents, pulled back, held this level, and then broke and made a nice leg up. So why didn't it go on the first break? That's the thing that's been tricky about this stock. Looks like everyone's shorting this thing. Hmm. Wow, there's a break. Man, what a large pullback off that. All the way back down to 14. Like, come on. Look at that terrible false breakout. Man alive. AHI hit the scans. Maybe it's worth just getting away from ISE. I don't know. Can't seem to. I just don't have a good look on this one. And look at that terrible false breakout. Yeah, this one doesn't look so good either. Super quick on breakouts on this thing. And I've just been a little bit, I don't know, a little bit timid on it. And like this breakout just didn't seem very clean right here. I'll have to look back. I'll have to look back on some of this action because there was some good movement on this thing. I mean, looking at the charts in hindsight, we had a nice flat top break at 85 here. And then we'd sort of a bull flag. I mean, I guess it is with a little bit of a topping wick here, but on this right here, candle making new high. And we ended up making a really nice move from 14 to 1430. Basically double topped into this resistance though. Right there at 31. So yeah, have to be quick on the sells for breakouts for sure, but I haven't been quick enough on my entries. All right, real quick right now, I'm gonna go grab myself another glass of water. I'll be right back. Well, I missed some action. This thing really broke out now. Right over this daily level too. We've got a daily level at 97 here. No. Might look for a pullback here. If this thing dips down to this support, this previous resistance, I'm gonna be a buyer here. Candle making new high would be right here at 49. And again with the 1 cent break over candle, like this just stock, man. I wanted to be a buyer at this level, but I feel less confident taking it after this topping wick at 50 here. Oh man. So just one trade on the day so far for me on ISEE. It was pretty much a scratch trade. I think it was on this level right here. The break over 14 and just to hold to see if it was going to hold the whole dollar. I guess that dip would have been a nice entry there. 1450. It's holding there. Man. The stock just trades so odd to me. I don't know why. I just can't seem to capitalize on it. But it's like first candle making a new high here was a high by 1 cent and it pulls back. And that dip gets bought up, makes a new high by 5 cents. And then holds, but man, I just can't seem to be. Definitely gonna have to go back and watch the recordings on this one. So it could just be a little bit different too because it's a little bit of a higher float. So I guess that could be a reason why it seems to be feeling a little bit more thickly traded, or like the breakouts have not been convincing. It's 54. It's right there at 50 if it'll hold the $half. And it kind of did there, but yeah, I saw the ask price go up and then it quickly jumped back down, and that's why I got out so quickly. I guess it's going to be the right call on that. This thing just, like, it seems so fakey to both sides. $55. New high would be at 60. So it's holding 60s. Man, this is tricky stock here. 1470s. Eighties holding right here. Potential entry at 84. Coming up on 15 now, which is his previous resistance. It's holding 90. Oh, until it doesn't. Back up over 90. I feel like we get a lot of short covering over 15. So I want to be in if it breaks, but I want to be wary of the potential threat of the double top at 15. Ran into that 15 like a wall, and there's the break. Yeah, and there it goes, starting to pull away now. Man alive. And now we're looking a little extended. So this thing needs a pullback. And I almost hit the buy button there at 30. but I didn't. I look for the 1 minute pullback on it. Try the dip there at 17. It's not going to hold there. See, and again with this, where it makes another leg down and then that gets bought up. Gonna have some good studying to do from this one, that's for sure. SHPH came all the way back down here. Nothing else on the list really looks good. Just ISEE here. Yeah, this thing definitely looks excited now. That is for certain. And I didn't get any trades really on it through this range or from this move here. I'm just not reading this one very well. Starting to break down a bit here now. There's the whole $1.15 potential dip buy spot. Or coming up close to 10 a.m. now. 11 a.m. market time. It's been tough trading. It's been tricky. You see what I mean? How this thing just seems to fake out to both sides. We keep having this where we have a 1 minute candle make a new high, and it makes the high by like 1 cent, 2 cents, pulls back. What the heck? And then I mean, it keeps happening. Same thing. And right here, we broke below the whole $1.15 and this candle by 4 cents. So why didn't that? But yeah, it didn't. I thought that we would see some selling pressure if that broke below 15, but that just got right back, bought right back up, and now it's over 15 again. Like it just seems. I don't know. Something about it seems odd, and makes it difficult for me to trade this thing. But maybe my look on this thing is just a bit off. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and do some reading up on this one, or some studying up. Like, yeah, I don't know. So this looks decent. If we can consolidate around this level, maybe we'll pull back to 1460. That would be a pretty steep pullback from the top if we came all the way back down to 1460, I guess. But not necessarily in relation to the rest of this move from about 1280s to 1550s. It's $3 a share. SHPH is making another push up. Yeah, this is just a, I don't know, poopy stock here. So I'm going to call it for today. I don't even know. So P&L, okay, I'm down 18 bucks on the day. Like I said, I took a few stabs on ISEE. Accuracy has not been there. I've not been able to read this thing very well at all. And yeah, we're quickly approaching 10 a.m. here. Oh, got a nice bounce from the markets here. Yeah, really nice actually. The Q's down 1%, now about flat on the day, and the SPY is actually green on the day now. So nice bounce there in a day. Maybe get some positive sentiment. Do some of the momentum stocks. Not sure. So in my head here, looking at this thing coming down to this level, it seems like we have low here at 46, low here at 45, low here at 45. Feels like if we break 45, this would be some stop losses, and it's going to end up making another leg down. But what's been the case with this thing a lot is we'll break below what seems to be support lines, or where longs would have their stop losses at, by maybe a couple of cents, and that gets bought up. Now, in this case, that didn't happen here. That was a good. Oh, exactly. No, it did. See, look at that. It broke down to 1491, 5 cents below these blows, and then that got bought up. I guess recognizing that, I should try to take a trade based on that going forward because it seems to keep doing that. And then here, another false breakout off the candle making you high. Like this is just kind of a trash trading stock. I cannot lie. I don't know if that's just my look on it, or if anyone else has the same opinion as me, but that's what it seems like. I'm not a fan. So yeah, today's been a bit of a tough day. Damage control wise, being down $18, it is what it is. Um, and on a day like today, I it could have easily been a bit of a red day if I was too aggressive on a stock like this or on SHPH too. So we're consolidating over 15 here. Yeah, so right now, nothing else on scans. GCT popped on scans. Recent Chinese IPO. Not interested in trading this one. SPRO also popped on scans. It's kind of a cheaper stock. Cheaper stock, lower volume, no news, no trades. One second here. Hmm? Is it going to break out of this range? It's 29. High of this candle is 26. So the volume's dried up on this thing a little bit. We'll see if volume starts coming in here though. Real close to off of high of day. Today's been really tricky. There hasn't been any rate movers, and the leading momentum stock has been very, I don't know, kind of choppy, not convincing. I've only taken a couple little stabs at it. No, it's okay. You can lay back down for a bit. So on ISEE, yeah, I see. We're consolidating pretty high here. So from the charting perspective, it looks pretty good. Um, but in my opinion, it seems like this 5-minute candle should have broken out here. I would have liked for it to break out here. It would have looked a bit better on charts. Here comes 15. Here's the break. I'm not really interested in trying to catch a flush on this thing. Yeah, this has been a tricky stock to trade. That is for certain. It's going to do it again where it breaks down, breaks lows by a couple cents, then it gets bought up. So right now time is 10:04. Down 18 bucks on the day. Taking just a handful of trades on ISEE. Haven't caught any of the nice moves up. Luckily I haven't gotten caught in any moves down, so I haven't taken any big losses. Just a couple scratch trades to the downside, a couple scratch trades to the upside. So basically just ends up being a break-even day. But down 18 bucks, so Red is red. Now that it broke below 15, and it seems like it's actually holding below 15, our short's gonna jump on this thing more aggressively. Coming up on this moving average here. I can't remember what it. I can't remember what this blue line represents. Oh yeah, the yeah EMA, the 9 EMA. Not X. I looked at this one earlier. No interest in trading this one. So right now the time is 10:06, and I think I might wrap it up here. With this thing now selling off, I'm not interested in taking any trades on it unless I can maybe get closer to the high of day or over high of day. I'm not so sure we're going to see that on this stock though. Could potentially look for a dip buy off the lows and look for a curl back up. Maybe here at 63, maybe pre-market pivot will become support at 1421. If anything starts running late morning, early afternoon, I'll hop back on and start trading again. But as of right now, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. There's nothing really moving right now. Nothing on the scans. The leading kind of stock for momentum right now being ISE is pulling away or pulling back. What is the 78 million shares of volume on this one traded today? So that's some nice volume. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Rockling, if you're still in chat, hope you have a nice rest of your day. Trade smart. Angie, if you're still there, it's nice to hear from you. We'll talk soon. But yeah, for the time being, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If something starts moving, I would like to start streaming again. I'd like to take more trades on the day. I'm not super satisfied with where I'm at, especially having missed a lot of this green here, but it is what it is. I think it's going to be some good video to go back and watch and try to learn from. A little bit of a higher float stock, so yeah, I might have just had a bit of the wrong approach on this one. But yeah, anyway, as always, have a good one, and I'm going to get out of here. Later.